Let's go. Welcome back. The OBL Hockey Podcast. That's the official name we decided on it, the OBL Hockey Pod. I like the way that it sounds. It's the official name. We've got all the socials. They'll be listed down there, where you can also like this and subscribe and forward it to a person or two that is on your team or whatever. It's brought to you by Olden in the Way Hockey Club, episode 3. It's been a couple days since the last pod, with the weekend thrown in there too. So we got a little bit of stuff to catch up on. And we've got, not a lot of time. So let's just jump in. So going into the weekend, last pod was Thursday, talking about the victory over the Dirk Danglers. Thrown in there was Friday morning at DU, our favorite day of the week. It was another great skate. Saw some people I haven't seen in a few weeks. Bo, Edgar, always good to catch up. Just a great skate, a lot of fun. Something funny, Friday morning, we go check in, get our locker rooms. We're in A and B over there in Magnus. We punch the code in. It's not working. Code's not working. It's not the first time that's happened. But so we go and we get the person. She comes back and opens up the doors. And the rooms are full of Columbus Blue Jackets gear, all their gear. So they were practicing right after we got off the ice. They played the Avs Saturday night. They beat the Avs Saturday night. A lot of times, the NHL teams, if they've got a day, they'll come into Denver early, get acclimated, and grab a skate. And a lot of times it's over at Magnus at DU. They got great ice, great facility, and not that big of locker rooms for all that. It's unbelievable the amount of stuff that they had. But allegedly, somebody said that there was some people watching our skate. I didn't see anybody. You just can't help to think they went on to beat the Avs on Saturday night. Did they see something out there? Did they see something that they're like, oh yeah, we could do that? We'll never know unless we. Maybe we'll talk to them if we see them again at the rink down there at DU. Again, thanks to Jeff Zucker for putting it all together. We talked about Jeff's movie, The Late Game, that he produced. I forgot to mention that he's also the star of the movie. His acting debut, at least the first time that I've ever seen him act. Hilarious. Dr. John the Dentist. If you haven't seen The Late Game, check it out. It's on Amazon Prime. You can stream it on. Really kind of the inspiration behind this, and talking about how fun beer league is, and just how good it is for the soul. So Late Game, check it out. Jeff Tyner, who wrote the movie and directed the movie and was an extra in at least one hockey scene, because he told me that, tells just a great story. Hilarious. If you've played beer league, which you probably have, or you wouldn't be watching this, because it's probably just my friends or teammates or opponents, Danny. But hilarious. Check it out. It's one of those movies you can put it on, you pick something up every time you're watching it, and it's all hockey stuff that everybody will really, really enjoy. So check it out if you haven't. The Late Game. I got a great podcast as well, The Late Game. So thanks again for putting the DU thing together. But that was Friday. Today's Monday. It's game day. It's Fat Pucks game day. 10 o'clock. We knew that because most of them are 10 o'clock. So we've got a few hours to get rested up, hydrated, get a little food. I checked the bench app. Looks like we'll have a full bench, which is going to be important because the Fat Pucks, they're good. Perennial league champions. I wouldn't say that there's bad blood, but it's definitely, there's some great guys on the team. But, as teams in the league, it can get a little chippy. That's okay. I think we beat them once, and it was a pretty close game, like 5-4 or something. They have beaten us many times, 9 times at least, by an average of probably 9 goals. We got our ass kicked by the Fat Pucks. They're good champions, been skating together for a long time. They got the guys with the hair. The two brothers, they're good. There's no overlooking the fact that those guys can play, and we're going to have to play a little bit better than we did last week. Scored some more goals against the Dirk Danglers. I'm just going to say that. Shawnee as we talked about, 41 of 43 last week. Saves, stood on his head, flashed the leather, all the things that you say when your goalie plays really good. He did all of those at least twice. Goal tonight is, maybe take a little bit of pressure off of Shawnee. So I'm going to be asking my teammates tonight to just, think about that. And if you can, get in front of one of those and block it yourself, just so you can see what Sean feels like. And then it will be one less shot against him. Anyway, we've got to bring the A game for sure. Unfortunately, we're not going to have Aiden tonight. Aiden has proven to be, one of our offensive threats. He scored 2 goals last week. So, that's all right. We're not going to have him, and we're just going to have to adjust without him. So we know that we can beat the Fat Pucks because we've done it before. We're just going to have to play a good game. And I'll report back tomorrow, of course, the results of the game. It's just always it's a big week when it's Fat Pucks because you want to beat those guys, and we got thumped so many times by those guys. So that that has been a possibility, but that's not going to happen tonight. That's definitely not going to happen tonight. And tomorrow, I'll come back. I'll tell you about what happened. Hopefully, we're flying the W for 2 weeks in a row and get on a little streak. Just league update standings: Fat Pucks 2-0. Tied for first with Good Vibe Tribe. And then we're right there in third. 1-0-1. We have a positive plus minus, which is remarkable. I was really shocked to see that. But we need to be putting the puck in the net a little bit more. So we're right in there. We've never been in this position this early in the season. There's a 0 in the loss column. Let's just play a good game. Don't fuck around with the puck too much. Just all those things that, like, when you win, you don't do as much of. So I can't wait. A couple hours ago here, get hydrated up, get something to eat, rest up a little bit. There's no film to watch, so I won't be doing that. But really excited about the game, and I will report back. A couple of things, hockey related, DU related. The NCAA came out with their latest poll, and DU is number 1 in the country. Boston College, BU, Michigan State. Colorado College coming in at number 9. That's cool. Just down the road there in Colorado Springs. Try and go to that game, the Colorado College DU game at Magnus. They've got a new rink down there in Colorado College. I haven't seen it yet. Anyway, cool to see Colorado College. 2 Colorado teams in the top 10. In the NCAA Hockey Top 25. Hawks won over the weekend. They beat Edmonton. Bedsy, 3-point game. We'll see. That's all I'm going to say for right now, is we will see. It's Indigenous Peoples Day. No banks, no mail, but they do play hockey games. And one of the games, the LA Kings were playing the Senators, Ottawa Senators. The Senators beat them 8-7, and I saw Spittin' Chicklets put a tweet out that said it's like beer league hockey. So I think it was a sign about tonight. We're just getting some love out there about the beer league and the OBL Hockey Podcast, and Olden in the way, hopefully coming home with the victory again tonight over the Fat Pucks of perennial league champions. Big game for sure. Avs are playing tonight. In town, Islanders probably lose a couple of guys for that. That's okay. It looks like we're going to have a pretty full bench, and we should be ready to go. I will report back tomorrow with the results of the game. Hopefully flying W for the 2nd week in a row. That would be awesome. That would also, I'm not even going to talk about it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. I got to go get ready. Take it easy. See you next time.